back-to-back. No problem for the Raptors. They win back-to-back games out of the NBA All-Star break and are 1 win away from the Darko pizza party. How did they manage it as 7.5-point underdogs at the Atlanta Hawks? Let's break it down in tonight's post-game show. Reminder, we do content like this. I got a lot of people watching live right now. We may have people watching back the post-game show later. We do content like this for every Raptors game, so it's a great time to get subscribed to any of the Amateur Sports platforms, Amateur Reactions, Amateur Sports. And hey, if you're enjoying what you see from this one, make sure you do hit the like button. It does make a huge difference to support the show. But wow, the Raptors came out of the gates, exploded out of the gates, took a massive lead against the Atlanta Hawks. Yes, they fell off a little bit as the game went on, but they meant business today. They came in with this great demeanor and they showcased it. 9 players featured for the Raptors today. 8 of them had double digits of points. The other one had 0, but he still had a good game, that one player that had 0 points overall. And he was one of the starters, surprisingly, in the absence of RJ Barrett. But the Raptors yesterday, a nice win against the Brooklyn Nets. They come in today in the second night of a back-to-back where they had to travel. They were in Toronto last night, traveled to Atlanta for today's game. They're 7.5-point underdogs, managed to pull out the victory here, 123-121. I'll preface this by saying I understand the grand scheme of things. It's probably better for this team to lose games rather than win games at this point. However, we'll speak on the game itself. It's tough to watch a game here and be upset watching them win. And you especially see after the game, the guys are pumped up. Scotty Barnes is amped up. The guys want to win. Players don't tank. Coaches don't tank. They want to win games. They want to be here and boost morale and win basketball games. That's what they did. It makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch, kind of knowing the players still have the hunger and desire to win games. So the Raptors at the gate produced some great defense. Like I said, they got out to a massive lead in the first quarter. And even though they relinquished that by halftime, they just played a solid overall performance against the Atlanta Hawks. Early on in the game, Jordan Nwora's defense was excellent against Trae Young. And the Raptors, despite giving up offensive rebound after offensive rebound after offensive rebound, could not miss. Took an 11-point lead into the break after the first quarter. Only were up by 1 at halftime after the defense struggled in the second quarter. But other than that, here's 2 games in a row, albeit against lower tier NBA teams, the Hawks and the Nets. The Raptors have showed up in the last couple of games to produce much better levels of defense than we have been accustomed to as of late. Darko said that there was a big emphasis over the All-Star break to work on defense, and we're kind of seeing that. I think we're going to have to see a little bit more from it to really say definitively that this is something that's clearly been worked on and is going very well for this team. But I have to say, it's been impressive to see the levels increase here, and it's been impressive to see, hey, people actually give a shit. The guys actually give a shit. Morale was so low, it was so tough to watch games leading to the All-Star break. I think the All-Star break came at a really good time for this team. I know we only have 2 sample size against, again, not so good NBA teams, but it very much seems as though these guys care and want to be here and want to play these games. And as somebody who watches every game and streams live for every game, that makes it a lot easier to watch. So overall, performance-wise, things that went well. We got a really nice Scotty Barnes game once again. 20 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal and a block. Seems as though the All-Star break really refreshed him and got him into a better head state, and we're seeing that. Jakob Poeltl's defense has been outstanding in the last couple of games, was once again there, added in the offense today, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Defensive rebounding could have improved, but 6 offensive rebounds got him up to 13 rebounds in total. And hey, 6 assists from the big man. You don't see that every day. Emmanuel Quickley was outstanding. 9 of 20 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, good for 24 points. Gary Trent didn't follow up yesterday's ridiculous performance, 13 points, 4 of 14 shooting. Yeah, maybe slightly inefficient here, but overall not too bad. Jordan Nwora is a guy with 0 points, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. But I got to say, his defense He brought it here. It was a bit of a surprise to see him start ahead of anybody else with RJ Barrett out due to injury management, but man, was he locked in. A nice positive performance overall in the 14 minutes. Didn't get much playtime second half, but solid. Off the bench, good numbers all around. They had a rough first half, but second half they came through. Grady Dick was another excellent performance here. 18 points for the rookie. 8 of 13 from the field. He did start 6 of 7, actually, I think. So he tapered off later on, but nonetheless, a great night. Ochai Agbaji with by far his best performance of the Raptor. 14 points, 4 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the field. Bruce Brown, he's up and down. Bruce Brown is up and down. Didn't mean to do that, but solid performance. 12 points. Kelly Olynyk, nice fundamentally driven performance. 10 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 fouls, but a block to go with it. A solid night from Kelly Olynyk. Pretty good. And when you keep a guy as good as Trae Young to just 11 points on 4 of 13 shooting, you're doing a lot of things right. It's kind of reminiscent of the Nick Nurse days where the Raptors were able to just kind of shut down an opposition star player and live with the rest. And yeah, they kind of got that here. A rare on night for Saddiq Bey from 3. They survive. Bad night from Bogdan Bogdanovic. He was getting locked up a little bit tonight too. But yeah, great defensive performance overall with the Raptors. I think that's where the game is won for the team because they hold the Hawks to 44% shooting, 32% shooting from 3, 31 rather from 3. Great defensive levels. They gave up the extra possessions, but 49% of the field, solid by the Raptors. 39% from 3. Once again, solid by the Raptors. They relinquished 4 extra field goal attempts and 16 extra free throw attempts and still win this game. Yeah, the rebounding was bad. They give up 20 offensive rebounds and only get 11 themselves. That's a problem. But the defense was good enough here that it pushed them over the line to get a win. Is it rare or what for the Raptors to win based on their defense this season? That has been a rare sight to see, but it is a sight that we got out of the game today. I'm happy. It's nice to see something that they actually wanted to work on. It is actually coming through, and they're able to showcase it on court, albeit not against the most formidable opponents, as I've said on numerous occasions. But, there were so many games this season where the defense was non-existent no matter who they were playing. So very happy to report that it was here today, and things are going well for this team out of the All-Star break because it seemed like the team needed that morale boost. Upcoming for the schedule here, the Raptors have Indiana on Monday, so we get the weekend off. Then they'll have Dallas on Wednesday, Golden State Friday, Charlotte on Sunday. So a good little break in between each game there of a day. And a bunch of those games will be at home. They'll be away in Indiana on Monday. And hey, 2 wins in a row. We keep talking about the Darko pizza party. There's not going to be tons and tons of opportunities to get that 3-game win streak. So it'll be just a little bit interesting to see if the Raptors can come through and end up getting the 3-game win streak. That has become a bit of a meme at this point, but who knows? Darko comes through, rewards the boys because, again, what's great is that the guys out there, they still are fighting. They still want to win basketball games. I guess it's somewhat refreshing to see. Let's see how Monday goes, but the team will enjoy the weekend off after the back-to-back wins. All right, guys, that'll do it for tonight's post-game show. We do content like this for pretty much every Raptors game, so if you did enjoy, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to get up to date with all the other content we have in all of the Amateur Production Network, whether it be Amateur Sports 2, Amateur Reactions, and beyond. I'll see you again next time as the Raptors take on the Pacers on Monday.